2 months before summer started, I turned 18, which now means that I'm a grown-ass adult. I gotta start paying my own taxes, move out of my parents' house, and start a family. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but something that did change for sure is that now I actually gotta start figuring my shit out. Like back at the lock-in, I gotta be able to make 10K a month by 19 so I can go and rent out supercars in Miami. But more seriously though, the first thing I decided to do was get a summer job, and not just any job, a door-to-door sales job. And the reason I chose this is because, well, if I'm gonna work the whole summer, I might as well learn something from it. And the thing you can learn from door-to-door is sales, which is one of the most important skills you can learn in business or just in life in general. And on top of that, you get to see how a real business operates. And since it's all commission based, there's technically no limit to how much you can make. So you can make as much as you want. So I went all in, knocked on hundreds of doors, got rejected so many times, got sales too. But after doing it 2 weeks part-time into school and then 3 weeks full-time during summer, I quit. Why? Half of it was mine. The last 2 weeks, I started not getting as much sales and it started getting into my head. And the second half was the company. I was working for people that were a bit young, and even though like the business model actually works perfectly and like they made a good amount of money from it, they just weren't that organized and as serious as I thought. And to give you an idea, I think I already said this before, but when we started, we were like 20, 25. And as of right now, as I speak, there's 2 people left in the company as door-to-door salesmen. So I would have most likely end up leaving anyways. I'm still glad I did 1 month though, because I still learned a lot from it, especially sales-wise. But now there's a big issue, like what am I going to do for the rest of summer? Like my whole plan was to do this for the whole summer and like make 20 grand off of it. Pretty quickly, I already know what I wanted to do. For me, the end goal was always to be able to work for myself, have my own business. But the issue with my previous businesses was that I was always trying to sell service without having actual expertise in the field. So this time I decided I'm actually going to learn high value income skills. I decided I wanted to get into content creation and learning how to code. So I made videos, watched the CS50 introduction to Python. Something I'm pretty proud of for this summer is that I was executing a lot. So with coding, I would try a lot of codes outside of what the guy was teaching in the videos. And sometimes that would lead me to go to side quests. But honestly, that's the best way to learn. And then same thing for YouTube, I would do a bunch of videos, try to do as much as I can while still having actual work and edited being done to it. Now, one thing I did do wrong this summer is because I was in this lock-in summer grind mode and all my friends were also working, I was like, you know what, this summer I'm not gonna do much. I'm really just gonna stay inside and focus on what I'm doing. Which in a way was kind of stupid because a good part of what I'm gonna be doing in this YouTube channel is experiencing new stuff. So deciding to not go outside and not do much is kind of stupid. Now, I'm not completely mad. I still went out and did a bunch of things. I went to like one of the biggest aqua parks in my city. I went kayaking. I ran my first half marathon. So not completely mad, but definitely for the next summer should be doing more. Something I didn't know at first, but I quickly realized was that isolation makes everything louder. When you're alone, your thoughts don't have anywhere to go. You start thinking about how far beyond you are, what everyone else is doing, what you should be doing, whether you're wasting your time or not. And honestly, there were some pretty lonely moments this summer, but looking back, I'm really glad I did it because I learned more about myself than I expected to, and I know exactly in which direction will I be moving forward. Now that summer is basically over and school is about to start, this is where it's gonna get a lot harder. But this is also where the most progress is gonna be made. This is my last year of CJIP, which where I'm from, it's basically the same thing as college, but shorter. So I basically have 1 year left to try something out before I have to get into the real world. And this is exactly why I wanna start the 90-day challenge. To put it really simply, the 90-day challenge is a period of time where you have action focused on the goals you wanna reach. In this case, 90 days. So for the next 90 days, I want to lock in as hard as possible on coding, content creation, and just becoming the best version of myself. So if you want to come along for the ride, I'd really appreciate you subscribing. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one.